Hi, Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for this week of October 19th, guys. My beautiful Scorpios, we had that incredible new moon on last Friday in the sign of Libra, the sign of relationships and balance. And while we are Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde, still a lot of the other planets are going direct. So I hope you feel some of that release of that tension energy. Being water signs, especially if you have a lot of water dominant in your chart, we are a lot more sensitive. We're going to feel a lot more emotional to these pulls. It's not greater or less than. So just give yourself a lot of compassion and definitely a lot of decompression time. More sea salt baths, drinking more water, being outside a lot more. I think that's good for everybody just across the board. But as a water sign, really giving yourself that private time, that personal time with yourself, care emotionally and mentally. Now, this is for Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. So check all three, guys. All three. Your sun sign is not the only one. It is not the most important. So definitely check your ascendant and your moon sign. If you're not sure which one that is, there's a free astro calculator down below. All right, Scorpios, let's jump into it and let's see what this week has in store for you. I'm just going to check in real quick. Let's see. Energy of Scorpio guidance for this week. I'm going to get clarity right here for you guys. Okay. All right, Scorpios, let's do this. 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 8 of Coins, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Divine Guidance card, Page of Cups. I really wanted clarity for this 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands here, and I had the 8 of Wands and the Decision card. All right, Scorpio, you got this. We can handle it. It's my sun sign. This really is about standing your ground and leaving a lot of toxic environments and situations and people. Starting out with the 6 of Swords. Now, this is not a bad thing, Scorpio, so don't freak out like, oh my God, who is it going to be? No, the 6 of Swords is like done. Like you're done with a certain environment. The 6 of Swords is about relocation, movement, travel, and it could even be metaphorical, like leaving the drama behind. It's like land after a storm, the sun after the night. This is really about being able to just breathe now. Okay, now things are going to get better, but we have the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords is really a situation doesn't serve you. Either the people are really toxic and negative, or a person or an environment, and it's very unhealthy to be around. Okay, and you're not really clear about other people's motives here. Now you have the 8 of Coins with the 7 of Wands. This is not a punishment, Scorpio, nor is it something new. The 8 of Wands this is a lesson. This is a lesson for you. And at 7 of Wands is about standing your ground, being confident, speaking your truth. Like, nah, you will not cross this boundary. You will not be disrespectful. I will no longer allow my body or my energy field or my mental, especially your mental space, to absorb your stress, your anger, your fear, your BS, your negativity. Enough. You've learned what you've needed to learn from this person, place, or environment, and now is enough. But the only way it's going to be enough, Scorpio, is if you stand up, speak it, say, you won't. And I know that's not hard for a lot of Scorpios, but doing it in a way that's communicative and clear. Not behind the scenes, clear, like, no, enough, I'm out. You have the 9 of Wands. So this is really about being perseverant and staying determined with this choice. Now, I asked for clarity on that 5 of Swords because who it is and what it is, it's going to be different for every Scorpio. Now, what is the same is that whoever this is or whatever this negative environment is, how it's really affecting you is mentally. I'm not saying you don't feel, but it's really messing with your mind. You're not being able to focus. You're not being able to sleep or think. You're kind of just, it's messing with that. And guess what? That messes with your mental health, emotional health, your finance. It messes with a lot of things. Now, clarity is the 8 of Wands and the Decision card. You need to have some clear, straight up, and concise conversations. This is not where we sit down, we talk all night long about shit. It's like, no, the Decision card is about you. You are in this limbo state, and you probably have been for a while, Scorpio. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Really want this, but I know it's not good, or it's not good, but it pays bills, whatever the situation is. But you're lacking confidence. That's what this is. Because it's not, you don't lack consciousness, you don't lack awareness. You know exactly what this is. But you lack the initiative. And the reason you lack the initiative is because you're lacking confidence in yourself. Can I do it on my own? Should I jump off? Should I break free? Should I go? If it's, if it's relationship, should I just let go and face the fears of whatever it is about being independent or single? If you're breaking away from a company, can I handle on my own? Can I make my own money? Should I take this school? Whatever this is. But it's about confronting. So there is going to be a moment. Don't avoid it, Scorpio. We're going to have a conversation. And they're really highlighting this because that's part of your lesson. You might say, well, they don't deserve it. It doesn't matter. You need to learn to stand and verbalize this in a way that's not aggressive, but a way that's clear and self-respecting, because if not, the universe is going to bring you another situation in which to demonstrate the fact that you've learned that. Now, we said we had the 9 of Wands. So when you make a decision and you go for it, stay determined. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. When you have the 9 of Wands, it always reminds me of a steep hill. It might be hard to walk it, but maybe it's only this big. It doesn't have to be this huge thing, but you're going to have to be prepared for all the possibilities that this choice is going to make. But that doesn't mean it's a bad choice. It's a very good choice. You have the Ace of Wands right after that. That's what I'm saying. Don't buckle when you have this conversation and you make this decision to release this negativity. This is a good thing. Whenever you do something out of self-love and self-respect, ultimately, not only is it the right decision for you, but for everybody else involved, because that, it causes a catalyst of change in everyone else. Maybe someone was being really abusive or unhealthy, and that makes them look at themselves. But by doing this, you're going to have to stay determined for a little bit. Maybe it's a week or something like that. Don't buckle. Ace of Wands. New opportunities, new possibilities. It's an opportunity for, it could even be a career, it could be a change. Ace of Wands is also the card of movement. There's a lot of highlighted here with movement. You could be moving houses, you can be moving job locations, or you can be moving for work. The Ace of Wands is an opportunity. It can be a creative opportunity, a business opportunity, a different venture, to do something amazing, to do something that really excites you and that you're passionate about. And is it challenging? Yes, but it's challenging in that badass way. The way when you challenge yourself to, improve a test score or challenge yourself at the gym, it's exciting and it's expansive. And when you have Wands, it's very communicative and it has a larger group, a larger community. Now you have the Divine Guidance card. So what they are asking you, Scorpio, you don't have to do this alone. They're saying turn to mentors, turn to teachers, to elders, to therapists, to life coaches, to counselors. Divine Guidance is a person who is objective. So this is not your best guy friend, your best girlfriend. This is somebody who is objective, thinks out of the box, has no stake in your decisions, and can give you really good, sound advice for alternative approaches. Because whenever we find ourselves in situations, we have to create them because it came from our energy. So doesn't it only stand to reason that in order to create a new situation, we have to create from a different level or consciousness, or a different space of consciousness? So this other person is really going to help give you new ideas, insights, and direction. And then you have the Page of Cups, which is really close, a really close person or a really close friend that emotionally supports you and helps you. So you have, on the one hand, after the decision, people who really do care about you, friend groups, allow them to support you, give you the love and the ear and the just that fill up of your cup. And then you have the professional here that's going to help you get clear, get started on your dreams in the right direction for yourself, Scorpio. This is very good. The universe is eliminating toxic energies that are really keeping you stuck or in place. It's like trying to fly with weight on your ankles, and it's trying to eliminate that for you. But you have free will, so you have to do that part of cutting it. I hope this serves you. If you like a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, a healing session, my links are down below. Otherwise, I will see you next week for next week's readings.